Osimhen, where is Osimhen? If he's hearing, Manchester United will be the worst club for you to go there. You get me? Bro, Manchester United will be the worst club for you to go there.
One, Manchester United are still struggling to go for Champions League and all of that. So I don't think a caliber of Osimhen as a prolific striker will definitely want to explore that opportunity.
Why will Osimhen go to Manchester United?
Okay. Let me explain.
Is it because of the money? Alex Ferguson carried everything, even the luck factor that Manchester United had back then. He took it away with him.
Football Banter.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, welcome to Football Banter. And like you already know, there is no football without banter. This is where you get the hottest of the hottest and the juiciest bass when it comes to banter. Welcome back. And today I've got my guys here in the studio, and we're going to be doing justice to some amazing topics, especially looking at Manchester United. Manchester United did a comeback against Olympique Lyonnais of France, and we thought, maybe there's been a reawakening of the Red Devils, and unfortunately, they went back to status quo.
Interesting. That was an interesting.
It shows you that there's something about Premier League that is very unique.
That is different.
I was actually initially thinking it was a basketball, because when calculating the number of goals that was scored in the first leg and the second leg, I think that was about 13 goals.
13 goals altogether. That's crazy.
But that was interesting match and interesting. It was good to see our great defender,
Harry Maguire. Okay, so there's been some speculation as well that Osimhen will be coming to save the day for Manchester United. Some speculations from some quarters say Napoli is willing to offering Manchester United a discount on Osimhen's transfer fee, and even of course speculations that Man U are offering to match Osimhen's wage bill and even go as high as £600 a week deal.
Right. What kind of money is that?
To Osimhen.
I'm not sure if Manchester United will be willing to break the bank for
is Osimhen going to be scoring hat tricks every game?
Well, it's possible. Right now,
with what mechanisms?
Right now, he's on 12 million per year. So let's see. Man, you can either match it. Yes,
they probably can offer him maybe 250 or 300 or thereabout.
No, I think Osimhen is bigger than that.
I don't think.
But what I'm asking is, do you really think Osimhen at this level can go to Manchester United? Yeah, Manchester United is a big club. We don't refuse that.
Okay.
But with the situation Manchester United is facing, we know Amorim is there with all his armor to build, but yet it's still difficult. Osimhen has gone past the level of Manchester United as we speak and as it stands. Wow. One, Osimhen is a top player than Manchester United. I will categorically tell you as it stands now. Osimhen cannot go in a team that is not even ready to play the Conference League.
Wow.
If Osimhen has to go somewhere with this level, it should be a top-notch club whereby he will be playing the Champions League and not even the Europa. Top best of Manchester United, who is not, they are still struggling even in, I don't think Osimhen can do that, like seriously.
Well, Wizzy, what do you think about that?
Manchester United is a big club, so it's possible, but I don't see Osimhen going to Man U. Reasons being, number one, next season is going to be a different season for Man United because I'm sure they will want to sell some of their players. Majority of the players will be leaving Manchester United. Even the most experienced player, because I don't think Casemiro and other guys will be there. No,
Casemiro is okay if you let him go.
Obviously, they will definitely go. And are you coming to such a team to rebuild for a player of such caliber like Osimhen? Is he coming there to help the team grow? I don't know what he's coming there to do because I don't think it is okay for him to go to Manchester United, especially the fact that all those guys will be leaving.
Well, I think in my opinion, if you ask me, I tell you, Osimhen has been a prolific striker. I think so far he scored about 29 goals in Galatasaray. All competitions for Galatasaray. Now, and if you ask me, I'll tell you, I think it's a good move, right? If he's looking to go to Manchester United, notwithstanding, I know he's going to bring a lot of competitive nature in that club, and I also think he's going to add a lot of value, to Manchester United, right? Regardless, I'm not sure if that deal is going to pull through, if at all, because looking at a lot of factors, one, Manchester United are still struggling to go for Champions League and all of that. So I don't think a caliber of Osimhen as a prolific striker will definitely want to explore that opportunity.
They might go to the Champions League because they are still in Europa League.
Exactly,
So
there's a
hopefully,
chance.
if they win the Europa League, they might go to the Champions League.
I don't stand to disagree, but I stand to bring in some facts towards that.
Okay, coach.
The issue is why will Osimhen go to Manchester United?
Okay. Let me explain.
Is it because of the money? 600.
That's
Maybe because of the money, he would have gone to Saudi Arabia.
Manchester United is a club to reckon with, regardless.
Manchester United
Listen. We are making a mistake between history and present. History spoke about Manchester United. Gloriously, history spoke about Manchester United. But presently, history is mesmerizing Manchester United. We should learn to call a spade.
Manchester United still have the opportunity of
Is
qualifying
Osimhen going to play in that Manchester United of the past, or is going to play to that Manchester United of the present? That's the question.
But obviously, he's going to add. He's going to be a support system. He can also add.
With what mechanism? Who are the players? We've seen. Is it Bruno Fernandes? Are we talking about that? Are we talking about Mr. Henry
Because they are going to get
Maguire
now.
Are we talking about the fabulous super keeper Andre Onana? That Dagger was sold because of him. Let's be realistic. Let's put Osimhen. Where is Osimhen? If he's hearing, Manchester United will be the worst club for you to go there. You get me? Bro, Manchester United will be the worst club for you to go there. Because one, I will tell you, like I will keep saying, I think Manchester United, Alex Ferguson carried everything, even the luck factor that Manchester United had back then. He took it away with him. How many coaches have come after Sir Alex Ferguson? Why are they not excelling? This your guy, David Moyes. They even brought Van Gaal, even Mourinho, who was, in serious combat back then with Mr. Sir Alex Ferguson, and yet it didn't produce anything.
He actually did.
Nothing came out of it. So why should he go there? It's like a cost club. I'm sorry to say that, but please permit me. Manchester United is like a cost club as it stands. Osimhen going there.
Dwayne, honestly, you know why I don't want Osimhen to go there? Number one, because Manchester United, the environment is very toxic.
Okay.
So, Osimhen, that person maybe say he heard that guy. Forget the fact that he wants to be humble, but when it's become too much, he will burst out. So for me, for such a player and for his goal as a player, I don't think he should go to Manchester United. I don't think so.
But I think a lot of Manchester United fans would differ to that.
Obviously.
Because
any team will be happy.
Me baby Chelsea fan. I want Osimhen for my team.
But I would take a contrary stand because first of all, we're talking about Manchester United.
Yeah,
I understand when you say history, present. I understand, but it's still Manchester
take away history
United.
in football.
Yes, it's still Manchester United.
You can't take away history.
Manchester United is still a big club because despite their woes in recent time, they are still regulars in Europe. Maybe not of the Champions League, but they're still regulars in Europe. And yes, the performance has been up and down. With the coming of Amorim, it seemed to be a very promising project that I think is going to yield positive result like we're seeing. And if they go on to win the Europa, then it's going to be a different conversation entirely.
Yeah. Until then, we cannot say this. Listen, let me tell you something here. Osimhen is like I'll keep saying, Osimhen right now is like Real Madrid. Real Madrid doesn't go for coaches to come and build because Real Madrid is already built. It's a build-up club. So that's why they go for players that can produce results.
First of all, how old is Osimhen?
27.
Osimhen now should be going to 27. Clubs that need results, not clubs that want to be. Which guys can Manchester want to be? Why do not do this thing? Why
let me explain
why Manchester United in the past not secure their future, not to drop where they are. Coach. Even small wolves, Wolverhampton goal and beat them 1-0. So this thing,
Coach, I want you to understand something that in football. we tried as much as possible to be constructive in our criticism. And why am I saying this is that whether we like it or not, Manchester, right now, they might not be in the best of form.
Sure.
Do you understand? But trust me, every player
wants to go
every player who has the experience, who has the exposure, would definitely always want to play for Manchester United.
And you know, there's some
For record, do you know, in football, we can't take away analysis. We can't take away history.
For
Do you
sure,
understand?
for sure.
Bring me back to Arsenal, Real Madrid. Do you understand? And when we are trying to be, to bring up our analysis, we try to come up with history regarding what games they've played among each other. That's the reason why I said you cannot take away, that history.
Okay.
And looking at Manchester United, any player who have played football now will always want to reckon with the fact that I've played for Manchester United.
No, but
Do you understand what I'm
1
saying?
minute before you continue, we're
So
talking
you
about,
might have a
talking
point
about
by
history.
saying they are still struggling because they are not sure if they are going to
No,
qualify for the
I'll
next
give you back the
Champions League.
cue. You are talking about history. You made mention of Arsenal and Real Madrid. Do you know presently, even the 15 titles of Real Madrid has been taken away by Arsenal? So that's the same thing I'm talking here. Manchester United right now has no place. Osimhen going there. To me, it's like
But
we are
Coach,
talking about the present.
okay, but see-
history has made it.
Let me say
I'll
something.
make-
Hold
I'll
on.
make
Let me
a
say
very
something. Let me say
vivid-
something. We also need to look at the kind of person or the kind of player Osimhen is. Osimhen likes to become the hero. In every club he goes to. You saw what happened in Napoli. He became the
And
hero.
even
Now,
in
see what's happening in Galatasaray. He's becoming the hero. So, you never can tell if he gets to Manchester, he is going to lead the charge for a new Manchester United. That's one. Hold on.
It's
Hold
possible.
on,
It's
coach.
possible,
Hold on.
coach.
Yeah.
That's
possible.
one. Secondly, we talked about selling a lot of players. No matter how many players they say, they will not sell 11 players.
For sure.
Well,
for sure.
it's sure going to
You
affect
can't
the team.
change. You
No,
can't
no, no.
change.
It's
You
going
can't
to
change.
affect the team.
No, it's
You can't change. You
Let
can't
me
change an
explain.
entire team. You can't
Yes,
change
you
an
can't change an
entire
entire
team.
team. It's going to change will happen over time.
Yeah.
Right? Whether you like it or not, the bulk of the players will still be in Manchester United
Because that
next
objective
season.
of bonding must still be there.
But you see, they are going to go all out to invest. So definitely they will get better players to replace the players that are here now. So that's why I do not totally agree that Manchester United is, for lack of a better word, is not an attractive destination for Osimhen.
You said something. You said something that Osimhen will always like. That Osimhen always like to be on top. Osimhen does not only like to be on top. As we speak, Osimhen is on top. That's why I said Osimhen right now is like Real Madrid.
No. I didn't say it likes to
If
be
he
on
goes to
top. I said likes to be the hero.
The hero. And that's why I'm saying that Osimhen is already a hero, a made hero. He has worked so hard to be where he is. And now going to any club must be a top-notch club. It must be a club that has vision, prospect.
Coach,
that the aims are very high.
Coach, you see something. If still going back to Osimhen's person as a footballer and his personality, right? Have you ever thought about the fact that Osimhen might not like to go to an already established team because there will not be a hungry, enough course for him to pursue? For example, Gala was not bad; they were okay, but you see, the project of Galatasaray when he got there became something he wants to be a part of, especially with the opportunity to win the league and also the Europa. I think they're out of the Europa League now. Yes, but prospect to win the league. So that is something, and you see that he is the one leading the charge, especially with his goal contribution and football contribution. Now, why don't you look at it from this perspective as also the Manchester United project, looking at where he is right now. Let's put it side by side. Say, for example, he goes to Real Madrid, he wins everything to Real Madrid. He's not special.
No, he's special.
No. Let me explain.
Do you know why he's special?
No, hold on. Let me explain.
Why?
He's not special because he's Real Madrid.
No, he's
right?
special because
Yeah, of
it still boils down. To the fact that every player, the fame of every player lies in the number of trophies he has won.
Yes, it is Real Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Whatever trophy he wins, it's not going to be special. Why? Because Real Madrid won the Champions League last season.
A majority of the players,
Real Madrid are just having a bad season. They are not going through the kind of darkness that Man U is going through.
Or Arsenal has
gone through. So they're just having a bad season. They have a Vinicius Junior. They have a Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, it will be cool to play alongside those kind of players. It's just going to be like, okay, the top guys. But you see, Osimhen is someone who likes the underground story. From underground became, led this to victory. Now, a Manchester United project is going to be a very interesting prospect. Okay. Right? Because now, imagine if Osimhen initiates the charge or starts the charge for this Amorim's team to, for example, get to win the league, which is going to be a bigger
It's
story.
going to be a massive.
Hold on.
Bigger
Please, I don't know if we are on the same page here. I don't know if we are in the same panel because I feel like I'm in Gwagwalada.
Just like
and you guys are in Maitama
just like you always say.
Let me come. Hold on.
Like you always say.
What are you saying? That
Football
win what?
is round.
Win
no,
what?
like you always say, football is
It can
round.
happen in
and
football,
yes.
yes.
Hold on.
I don't refuse.
And you always say every season is a new plate. Everything is down to zero.
Those are my
start
words.
again.
I don't refuse that.
So you cannot rule out the opportunity of Man U winning the league next season.
Okay, make I ask you one question. How many players do you think say Man United if he buy where they go fi meet up if Osimhen paraventure with this rumors where they go on or go Man United?
Man U just need a better goalkeeper. Not much. Man U just need a better goalkeeper.
You know what is the key Man United? You know what is the key Man United?
Me, I don't see there's any goalkeeper. I don't think there's anything wrong with
the first two are the key Man
Everything's
United.
everything's wrong with
There's nothing
Onana.
wrong with
See,
Onana.
the first two are the key Man
Because-
United. Now, cho. And number one thing that the key Man United. The second two are the key Man United. Now, say wetin,
Bruno Fernandes.
You know what I talk about.
Let me be honest with you.
Fernandes.
See, let me be
The
honest
dressing
with
room,
you.
see, Ronaldo
When it comes to Manchester United,
Yeah.
right, the defense also has a problem.
Yeah, true. I agree with you.
Because look at when Onana was playing for Inter Milan. They played the Champions League final, if I'm very correct. And every team, any team, will want Onana. I'll give you an instance. For a team like Arsenal, that is a plain, free-flow playing football team, they would definitely want to play for.
No, we don't want
I know
Onana.
say, you know what?
We don't want Onana.
Okay. So now
don't want Onana.
Now Osimhen one card go put there.
No, wait. See,
Coach, I'm giving it back to you.
Listen,
Now Osimhen, you want
in all
go.
honesty, the few changes Man U needs is just a few departments they need to strengthen.
Osimhen don't need that kind of future. Make I tell you. He don't need that kind of future.
Okay, is the Galatasaray team right now better than Manchester United team?
By far.
On paper.
Yes.
No,
No,
right now
not
on paper. Right now on
No,
paper.
on paper.
But-
No,
right now on paper.
On paper. On paper.
Right now.
On paper,
as we
yes.
stand
Yes,
right
on
now.
paper.
Which position Manchester United did for their league?
No be position.
EPL. No, I want-
No position.
Paper now,
On paper.
just
Not
on
position.
No, forget
Paper.
based on the quality of players.
Quality of players, not
Forget
paper.
quality of
Not
players.
not
forget about that
league.
because see, I can decide to take you as a player. You understand? Where you get low profile, I put you high money, you become high. We don't see how English people they praise their players and
Like
when
the
they
one in
play
Chelsea,
anything.
right?
You understand?
The
We know those
midfielder in
things.
Chelsea.
Those are mere,
Call his name.
those are mere sports. Those are mere
I don't know, I
sports
recall Chelsea
propel
signing a
financial
player for
propaganda.
100 million
You understand?
pounds, so
They
I
are
don't know.
mere sport propel financial propaganda where you carry player we never been push ball for 2 naira for Nigeria here. You carry and put on 15 million. People did the praise and say
That's
you know
what
how
we
to play
call
ball.
branding.
Now branding now.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
football
the thing.
administration.
But they
So
tell
what
you
are we
say,
saying?
and they tell you say, look at it, deep down in it.
Coach, you know what?
You go understand,
let-
Manchester
let's
United is not better
let's
than
look deep down
Galatasaray.
it. We see, I still maintain that on paper, Manchester United have better players than Gala. Look here, every player who leaves Manchester United, you see their quality. That means they were not bad.
Anthony.
They were never bad. It's just I don't know. Just like you said, there's a spiritual problem in Manchester United.
The players may not be bad.
The players are not bad.
But the club is bad.
See Elanga.
Anthony, see Elanga, see
And
Wan-Bissaka.
they're doing well. They're doing well.
Look at all these players that even left Manchester United.
See, this player, they don't break out. They don't break out from the spell. So now Osimhen one can go put inside
See
spell.
even Rashford.
So now Osimhen go inside.
Osimhen head now, Coconut head. If he break out of
No,
the spell.
Coconut no dey for inside that team. Coconut no dey
He
there.
left Napoli.
I want to use this thing that played out few summers ago when you remember when Caicedo was trying to join and pick between Chelsea and Liverpool. That season, Chelsea was in their worst form. Like we're around that 14 or so, but then this guy choose Chelsea.
Una form no better now.
No, wait now. No, we're judging based on that particular
Okay,
season.
go ahead.
Just like how Man U they suffered this season. So he chose Chelsea because he feel that okay, I believe I'm going to achieve my dream with this team, despite the fact that they are struggling. So I still believe Osimhen can still choose Man U, despite the fact that they are struggling.
I
He
pray
can
me not
choose
choose
Man U.
abeg. I pray me
And
not
who
choose
knows?
am. If at all he get to
But
come
me
to
personally,
reality,
I
me
don't
not
want
choose am.
I don't want him to choose Man U. I don't.
Every
And-
player-
and come to think of it, I discovered that most African players don't do well in Man U.
I disagree.
That's all that thing that they get.
I disagree.
No, look at let me
Ojo
come.
Gallo did very well in Man
Who's
U.
very well?
Jemba did very well in Man U.
Jemba Jemaje wait. That Cameroonian Jemaje.
Which very well.
Wait, he go down like the worst player. No, but Alex Foles in Poshu. I say go. See, the tweet I say, una don't make me. I don't reason something now.
What about this Mozambique guy? Manucho.
This way talk not true. You know say
Manucho did very well in Man U.
See, look Man United. Every player don't leave Man United. Come on Man United. Go any club for the well. Don't perform well. But why be say one day they come for the other club then come Man United?
No.
They suffer.
Manucho did very well. When you say black player, I disagree with you.
Just, you know,
Manucho did very well in Man U.
I didn't say black player.
Yeah, you say African player. And that's what I'm saying now. Manucho did very well.
African.
Yes, now Mozambique. Yes, Manucho did very well. In
No, why you put that very? I don't like him. Say well.
No, Manucho did very well. Manucho did very well in Manchester.
No. Very
very well.
Very well is actually relative.
Yeah.
Compared to other clubs,
did well. No, you will not look at.
If you say did well, I'll ask now why not do very well.
No, you will not look at the opportunities that were given. Like for example, Ojo Igalo did very well in Man U compared to the means he was given. He did excellently well. So the question is, if he had been given that much time,
China.
If he was in China, actually.
No, he was in China. He came from China before he left for Saudi Arabia. Right? It was a brief spell because I don't think they intend to sign him on a full, but it was a brief spell.
Yeah.
And for me, Ojo Igalo had a great Manchester United career. So I would not agree with the idea that African players don't do well in Manchester United. I don't think so. It's just all about the opportunities given to them.
The current African players they do well.
Who and who?
Onana.
I don't know the one that they did.
Maybe it could be Mino now.
Only that one.
Not be African.
Nah, Jamaican, still African. Don't worry.
Your neighbor brother.
Could be Mino. Who?
Your neighbor brother. He do well.
Who be that?
He say who be that? Now me ask who be that.
There's Chido Obi Martins now. There's Chido Obi Martins right now.
See,
there is.
We talk about.
I want
players,
to tell you something.
No.
Onana was
players.
good. Onana was good before.
Before he came to
Man United. Onana was a very good goalkeeper. You understand?
So what
before
happened?
He smelled the path coming to Manchester United. The moment Onana came to Manchester United.
Oh nah.
Okay, what's my name? You don't even know his name now. Even now, if you ask Onana, say, what's your name? He goes, Rihanna. Oh, Nana, what's my name?
At the point in time, there was a lot of video trending.
You understand?
Like I
During
said,
you understand like when there are penalty shootouts and Onana is trying to catch a penalty. You know, there was this trending video about Onana. You know, waving the hand to the left and to the right, trying to see how. You know.
So compared to Chelsea, African players that have played for Chelsea, majority of them were instrumental. They succeeded. Even the keeper, this guy Mendy won Champions League.
That's because Chelsea built a team around these guys.
No,
it's
no,
different
no,
from Man U.
no. I think it's because of the environment.
Wait, they not build the team around Onana.
I think it's because
maybe
of the
Onana come no matter get the pursue him. No, they give Onana. Onana the only keeper away. He never
Honestly, I
went
felt
for Man
DJ was a
United.
better keeper than
Number one, if you check the
Honestly.
ideology Mourinho has for African players, he loves them. I think that was the starting point for such success. For them.
Okay.
because of our strengths.
Okay,
Yeah.
so guys, we will come to the end of today's episode, and like you already know, the banter continues as always, and we'd like to know what you think. Should the rumors be true or the speculations be true that Osimhen is going to Manchester United? Do you think it's a good deal, or you think he should never go to Manchester United? Don't forget, it's Manchester United who.
Never.
The Red Devils.
Manchester United.
Never, Osimhen, never.
He's going to add a very good value and tremendous value.
So guys, let us know. Let us know in the comment sections
The kind of
Smash
value
that
Onana
button.
has now.
Yeah, and in case you've not subscribed, what hit the subscribe button, share, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until then,
Bye.
ciao.
Football Banter.